Alright, welcome back, mercenaries. Today, we got new pilots and a new battle mech. First up, we're going to take a look at our new pilots. And the first one, we've got this guy. You got to have a first and a last name, and those are put together, so I just split this part off. And I don't know, I haven't figured out a good nickname for him, but I've decided to call him Mach 10 because whenever he talked about the battle mechs he was using, every one of them has an autocannon 10, which is also known as the medium autocannon. So right now, I have given him the nickname Mach 10 because that seems to be a weapon he's gravitated towards.
Hey there.
I also decided to put Big Mac's kid into the game, Big Mac's son. If I remember right, his name is Caleb. He hasn't commented too many times on the channel, so I don't have complete memory of it. And they said it would be funny if they named him Lil Mac, which I was actually thinking about. But I know his favorite character in Undertale is Flowey, so that is the nickname I decided to give him. Fortunately, in this game, it is kill or be killed, so he should be right at home. Should be, at least. Next, we're going to take a look at our battle mechs, and right here is actually the brand new one. This is the Stalker. And the first thing we're going to do is probably change the paint job on it. Oh, no. Zoom out a little bit. I like fewer stripes, typically. Let's see. I guess we'll go with number 2. Number 2 looks fine. So this is a missile mech. It doesn't have to be. You can build it in a variety of ways. It has 8 energy hardpoints and 4 missile hardpoints. 4 missile hardpoints is a lot. They're never distributed. Like, a 4 is considered a ton of hardpoints by missile standards, whereas 4 is kind of a average amount of hardpoints by energy standards. 4 is also considered a lot by ballistic standards. So, normally I put 4 LRM 20s or 4 LRM 15s on this mech, but we're probably going to do an LRM 20 in the arm, another LRM 20 in the other arm, and then 2 LRM 10s in the shoulders. This thing needs a ton of ammo. We're going to put 8 tons of ammo on to actually, so that we don't run out of ammo immediately. Just like this. And now I'm going to start loading on heat sinks because this many missiles does become a problem. And at this point, I could add another support weapon, but honestly, I'm probably just going to add in another heat sink, and that's because when this thing runs out of ammo, having 1 medium laser on it is not going to really do a whole lot. Like I said, this thing is mostly going to be a missile boat. So when it runs out of ammo, well, it's just completely out of ammo, but you know what, that's fine. This mech is very slow, runs at 165 meters per second, I think it's meters per second, which is super slow. I think it's the slowest possible. And it has okay armor. 1080 armor is a bit low for a mech of its size, but 1000 armor is plenty for a back rank mech. So overall, if you like missiles, this mech is going to give you the missiles.
I'll let you know when that's
Anyways, let's advance time in order to actually be able to use this mech. The Stalker is actually going to be our first endgame mech. We'll be using it to the very, very end of the game because it is the leader in missile-firing mechs. There's really only one mech that can compete with it, and that's the Highlander. But the Highlander has a really lopsided missile distribution, and it carries 2 hardpoints in an arm and 2 hardpoints in the neighboring torso, so it's like, it's really weird. It's a really lopsided design. Let's see. Let's finish up building the Argo's systems. So we'll go and do that. And we'll continue passing time to get the Stalker done.
Job's done, Commander.
Oh, Noble Bonds. It's not like I'm the only noble-born person on the ship, says Drake, slumping low in your guest chair. I mean, there's you. Why can't Big Mac harass you about their stupid idea? Apparently, when Drake asked to speak to you privately about something, Darius wouldn't understand. It was about the trials... Oh, man. Got tired out of nowhere. It was the trials and tribulations about being nobility. Well, what's Big Mac's idea, you ask? I don't know, something about cooling systems. He wants me to use my connections to get the idea to people who can implement it, and he doesn't believe me when I say that my birth doesn't automatically open doors like that, and even if it did, I can't waste it on bullshit. Oh, don't demonetize me, YouTube. Drake gives you a plaintive look, clearly hoping for advice or at least sympathy. Tell him to send Big Mac to you. Drake looks relieved to pass the burden on to you, and later that afternoon, Big Mac shows up at the door. You scan the roughly written idea and can immediately see that he is wasting your time. You tell Big Mac to focus his energy on being a better mech warrior and leave engineering to Chief Vertinen. Big Mac has gained the following tags for 14 days. Low spirits. Well, I guess we shot his idea down. Oh, well, we didn't want to advance any further. So the area we're in has much higher difficulty missions. We're going to be doing this Settling a Grudge, a 3-skull mission, so well over average in difficulty. And as a result, we're going to take probably better salvage, because we're going to be... The probability of running into more interesting mechs is pretty good. And this is the hardest mission that we have done so far, so let's put the mechs in descending order for their tonnage. And we're going to be using... Maybe even the Hunchback is going to come into this battle. Yeah. So we'll have 2 frontline mechs and 2 backup mechs. Our new pilots are going to get their debut. I was thinking about training the pilots up a little beforehand, but I was like, you know what? Nah. So I'm going to be in the Victor. I'm going to send one of our tactics specialists. Lore gets the pilot in there. Mac 10 gets to be that. Oh, wait. No, that's not how we're going to do it. So we're going to have the new pilots in the long-range mechs because they don't have Bulwark. That's actually super important. They need to have Bulwark. So that means Mad Cat gets to get... He's going to get deployed in the Hunchback. I'm going to go in the Victor. Flowey's in the Marauder, and Mac 10, I mean, I guess we'll swap him around. Mac 10, he likes the autocannon, so he'll get to use the Marauder, and Flowey gets to use the Stalker. So, here we go. 3-skull mission in the Badlands. So typically, these missions, they tend to be designed in 2 ways. We'll either fight a horde of smaller mechs, like a bunch of... Now, instead of it being a swarm of light mechs, it'll probably be a swarm of medium mechs. Or we'll fight 1 lance of decently tough mechs. I would rather fight 1 lance of tough mechs than 2 lances of medium mechs, especially because we'll be fighting like a lot of really heavily armored mechs, like tons of Shadowhawks, Griffins, Wolverines, which just have so much armor to go through. Sometimes the backup lance is like a team of 4 trebuchets as well, which is just a huge pain. Don't want to deal with it. Let's see what we've got.
Go, Commander.
So, one thing I immediately don't like about Badlands is, obviously our mechs heat up a bit, but that's not really the issue. The real issue is that there's not a lot of cover in the Badlands.
On the move.
So what we might do is lure the enemy towards cover. The enemy looks like they're in this area. Doesn't look like there's a lot of cover on the way there. Let's just keep moving up for now. Over here. Over there.
Coordinates received.
Hunchback goes in. Right now we're in fast motion just so we can kind of get a move on. So the question is, where are we going to collide with the enemy? Now, you know what? There's a cover here and cover there, so that's actually not too bad. Let's move this way, and maybe we could fight them somewhere in this area. There's also cover here. So it's going to be a really close quarters combat. They could choose to take the high ground to get an accuracy bonus, but then they would be out of cover, so kind of double-edged. Okay, so we're getting, we got a 40-ton mech there, a 55-ton mech there, so Looks like we might be fighting a horde of medium mechs.
Copy that.
We will see, though.
On the move.
I brought the new Hunchback with us, which is the laser boat Hunchback. And we're going to stay in fast mode. Let's go ahead and reserve down, let the enemy come forward.
Standing by.
Here comes a cicada, not a threat. $55-ton mech, meaning it's one of these tankish mechs. Comes some missiles, not very many though.
Damage minimal.
Who shot the missiles? I can't tell.
Yes, Commander.
A medium mech with an LRM-5, that is probably a...
Commander.
Let's go ahead and reserve down again so all my mechs can move.
Waiting
It's
for the
probably
right
a
move.
Shadowhawk, that's my current guess. Or it could be a Vindicator.
Good to go.
Can I punch this guy and still be in cover? No, I cannot. Really annoying. I guess I'll get right here.
Enemy detected.
45-ton mech that shot missiles at me, huh? This is okay aim. I'm not super thrilled about it, but I'll take the shot. Oh man, good, we hit with the AC. We always need to hit with the AC-20 every time.
Enemy mech.
If the lasers miss, not as big of a deal.
Commander.
So we want to start getting our support mechs into cover as well,
Ready for orders.
but our aim is still pretty bad. This guy has
for
way
orders.
too much evasion still. So let's go ahead and... Oh, I brought the wrong Hunchback. I thought I brought the
Orders
laser
received.
Hunchback with me. Oh well, we'll get to use it in a different episode. Let's see if we can finish this guy off. Ah, nice. Nice, we got him.
Tango down.
Definitely could have missed there. The accuracy... We definitely could have missed there.
Consider me there.
What's up, boss?
Okay, we're getting our guys into cover. So I'm going to try to seize this next area over here. Let's let him come forward again.
I've got eyes on hostile.
Okay, so here comes the next wave of mechs. Here's one of our really tankish mechs, the Griffin. Always a pain. It is a Shadowhawk. Okay. They got the high ground, but they don't have
I'm
cover.
showing minor damage.
What is this 45-ton mech? Who has an LRM at 45 tons? Oh, it's the Vindicator, of course.
Receiving you.
Which is another very tankish mech, also extremely annoying. These mechs are too far away to actually... Let's go ahead and reserve down so all of our mechs are able to move in whatever order I want. Let's go ahead and move like this. Looks like the Shadowhawk is going to be our target.
Position confirmed.
Great shot. He's not going to be... Now we got two AC-20s on him.
Waiting
Because
for
my Victor obviously has an AC-20 as well. So he's not going to be... He's not going to be enjoying this.
Enemy mech. Critical damage.
Hey,
Now I'm gonna
detected.
send some missiles his way. Now his we've got normal accuracy now. I put the LRM-20s in the Stalker's arms so that we can get that 5% accuracy bonus. Now we're going to go... Oh, let's go ahead and slow the game speed down.
What's up, boss? Receiving you.
Let's go ahead and send some missiles his way. As you can see, the storm of missiles lasts way longer on the Stalker.
Waiting for orders.
Got an obstructed shot here, trying to see if I can get a cleaner shot. The answer does not appear to be possible.
On my way.
So I guess we'll just have to take an obstructed shot while it has 2 evasion. That's fine, though. Any damage will be fine. 1 hit, 3 misses. Kind of like... It's whatever. Those 50-50 shots could go either way. Taking some shots at the Stalker. That is most likely a Griffin, a PPC, and some
Damage
missiles.
minimal.
Probably a
Stand by.
Griffin. I need to get a shot on this guy before
Aye,
he
aye.
moves again, preferably. So let's let him have it.
I copy.
Good, that's a hit. Not sure where I hit on him, but it's a hit. Hitting up the right side of the Stalker, not happy about that. Gonna have
Minimal damage on that.
rotate the Stalker around. On the other hand, it does have a little over 1,000 armor. That's a miss, I'll take it. An AC-10 and some missiles.
Reporting. Minimal damage.
Probably a Centurion. Now, fortunately, we can shoot back at them, and we have the better ranged weapons. So 2 PPC hits means the accuracy penalty will start stacking up. So our mechs are much slower in the initiative pile, so that means they get to make all of their moves first.
Damage minimal.
Orders.
Let's reserve down.
How's it going?
I guess I'll just move right here. And I'll take a shot at this guy. Let's just... I think I'm actually going to make a precision strike. Center torso. If I can hit center torso with the AC-20, he's done.
Engaging target.
Nope, I got his leg. Worth a shot. Because we would have got a very sudden kill there.
Critical damage.
That's one of the best things about the AC-20 is the potential for like very sudden kills.
Ready for orders.
But now that he's on the ground, we could attempt to finish him off. Let's see. I want my Marauder to take the shot on him.
Move order received.
Should be able to. I hope he finishes him. There we go. Finished him off. Very good. So the first lance of medium mechs is definitely taking a beating. All they've got left in the first lance is that
Enemy
Vindicator.
Standing by.
So the only reason they're able to shoot at us is because of this jerk over here. Let's go ahead and get a direct shot on him. We need a direct shot instead of an indirect shot because Flowey is not trained in tactics yet, which he will be, just like father, like son in this case. So we're gonna go ahead and launch the missiles at him. Let's see if he enjoys having some missiles. Just like Undertale, you gotta dodge all the little things coming at you. Almost knocked him down in one hit, which is actually impossible. The game won't let you knock down people in one mech attack. It always has to be at least 2. Just a built-in system to prevent knockdown abuse.
Receiving you.
So let's have the Hunchback. I want to kind of draw some shots off of us by moving some of these mechs into the front. Okay, we are right at the heat level, but we're still not overheating, so let's go ahead and take this shot. The missiles really beat up his left torso. Let's see where this lands. Hit his arm. Vindicator gets knocked down. Down he goes. Loses 1 initiative. Now, now that he's knocked down, he doesn't have visibility on us. So when you get knocked down, you lose sight. So these guys, they're not allowed to take their long-range shots. So they're actually moving closer in order to regain line of sight on us, which is perfect. All of these are medium mechs, so all of these medium mechs are going to go first. Up. He just took a sensor lock on me, which means this guy might actually be able to shoot. And he does. That's fine, though. Letting them take different shots at different
Barely
mechs.
hit, Commander.
They're not concentrating their damage on one target, which is exactly what we want.
On it.
Yeah, got an obstructed shot here, but the target's down, so it's still a called shot, which has an accuracy bonus. Let's see if we can cause some damage.
Confirmed.
Everything hits. That means the center torso's got to be really, really in bad shape now.
Commander?
Let's see. Gotta let Flowey take a shot at him, try to finish. Well, What's his center torso looking like? Center torso is looking pretty bad. I need to start kind of advancing over here, so what I'm going to do is just jump over here, like so.
Engaging jump jets.
Going to generate a lot of heat doing this. Tank up with vigilance. And I'm going to shoot just the AC-20, and hopefully we connect. And we do.
Enemy mech destroyed.
If I hit something like his torso or something, or his, arm or his leg or something, that would have been kind of annoying. Let's move over here, and then we're going to tank up, gives the Stalker a chance to cool down, because those missiles in the Badlands are going to heat him up quite a bit.
Team.
So they have lost their line of sight again. Regaining it now. That's a miss. The little jump in helps the Victor quite a bit. Someone commented that the Victor's really intimidating looking. It's probably because of how tall it is. It's a very tall mech. So I don't want to waste my morale too much, so we're just going to have the Hunchback go walk. And by walking, I'll be able to also guard. And also sink some heat. But the Hunchback, it needs to get closer. It can't, there's no way. It's not going to be shooting across this little, like, flat area. That's just not going to happen. All of these really tankish medium mechs, very annoying. So now we should be able to rotate the Stalker so the other side of it takes damage. Come on, you guys, just scoot around and make your attacks, so I want to get to my turn. Hits me with the AC-10, but the Victor can take it. Just wait until I get in range. Let's reserve down so that all of my mechs can move. And I should have elevation bonus here. I don't know if I want to go immediately, though. I may... Yeah, go like... so one of my right torso is a little worked up, so let's go like this. Want to walk so that we don't generate too much heat. Tank it up a notch. And we'll do one medium laser, just our accuracy isn't super good. And we miss with the AC-20, which is unfortunate.
Need something, Chief?
But it was a 60% chance to hit, so not unreasonable that we would miss. Give him some missiles.
What's up,
As
boss?
you can see, once again, almost knocks him over, plus he's standing in rough terrain. This mech should be able to knock him over, though, when he fires with the AC-5s. Heat's really high, though, so we're not going to shoot our large lasers. Fortunately, with this design, 2 AC-5s still does a decent amount of damage, and as you can see, we're still going to sink a chunk of heat. One miss, one hit, and that's enough to score a knockdown, which means next turn... If he isn't able to get up in time, he's going to be in trouble. That's a miss, even with the elevation bonus, so he stinks.
Waiting for orders.
Let's see what we got here. Kind of want to take the shot on him. Damage report is okay. I might take a risk and not raise my defenses here. Just to save a little bit of morale. And if they do focus fire on the Hunchback, its armor is decent and it's in good condition right now, so it should be able to withstand a few hits. That looked like it was going to be a miss, just from how far it veered off course, but it was a hit. Definitely busted something up on that mech. What's the Centurion going to shoot at? Yep, he is going to target the Hunchback. Might have been a mistake. I was hoping they wouldn't go for the Hunchback, but the AI isn't... You know, the AI knows how defense works. But this one chose to attack the Victor instead. That's perfect.
Warning. Armor low.
Now it's my turn. Well, Let's see how much damage we can do. Gonna fire with everything. Oh, not quite. That's heavy damage, too.
Scored a critical hit.
Griffin gets up, could attack the Hunchback, but with a pretty significant aim penalty for the penalty of getting back up. Looks like he's just going to run away. Takes a shot at me. Still hits, though. A fortunate hit. Fortunately, the victor can take it.
Damage minimal.
I am going to move forward and tank it up. Who am I going to shoot is the question. So I am probably just going to shoot my 2 medium lasers at this guy because his center torso is 16. I just need to hit it once. There we go. Nice.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Standing
So
by.
our next target is definitely going to be the Centurion. That's their most firepower heavy mech. He's out in the open, and we've got a great shot on him. 80% accuracy down the line, so have some missiles.
Okay.
I don't think he enjoyed that very much. Ow. Hunchback needs to turn, which we should be able to do very
Reporting
soon.
internal damage.
Let's check to get a damage report. Arm is pretty banged up, and leg is pretty banged
Waiting
up.
for orders.
And that is left side, so let's get... How can we do this to minimize exposure? Like this. I don't want to take any chances here. I'd rather them get a potential shot on the rear armor
Position
rather than
confirmed.
have the leg get too damaged. Looks like we will have to tank it up, though, which is annoying because 2 sources of morale loss will get costly.
All weapons. on
That's
go.
a hit. You know, that was painful.
Reporting critical hit.
Who's the Griffin gonna shoot? Going for me and the victor. We could still take it. As you can see, there's no cover here, so the only way to get our defense bonuses is to use our morale, which we generated from the first the first lance is where we got our
Good to go.
our morale from. Let's shoot at the Centurion. Actually, let's fire the missiles first. Reserve down,
Yes, Commander.
because this might knock it over. In fact, it should knock it over. Missiles taking a heavy toll on it. It didn't knock him over. Very unexpected.
Ready for orders.
Okay, this should knock it over, though. Gonna fire just the autocannons to sink some heat.
Walking
Oh,
on
I
target.
shot the wrong target. No! Okay, so that was a mistake. That means I could take a lot of damage here. I want to make sure the left arm gets hit, so I guess I'm going to go over here like this. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, actually. I might need to tank up and not shoot. Or I can try to finish off the Centurion. Those are basically my options. I'm probably going to play it safe, though, and go over here. Hopefully that's out of range of a melee attack. And I'm just going to tank it up.
Ready for orders.
I might let Mad Cat attempt to finish that Centurion off.
On it.
Tank up, take the shot. Medium laser off.
Locked on.
Got his leg, and... Okay, he got him. Nice.
Tango down.
What's the Griffin gonna do? He's doing the moonwalk. Moonwalking his way over here. Hits the Hunchback. We're really low on morale.
Warning. Armor low.
Receiving you.
Got a better shot over here, so let's go ahead and take this shot. Gonna continue sinking heat. Let the Marauder actually be able to shoot the large lasers more. And we're hitting our heat limit over here, so we'll take one LRM 10 off, because we need to shoot. That's important. Like, we can't... Like, I can't let the Stalker just take a complete turn off of shooting just yet. Still did a lot of damage. It's possible that we could finish him off. Or I could tank up again. Not sure which one I want to do. I think I'll tank up again. I'm just going to play it safe. Because we have the advantage of the fact that they are just staying out of cover. And we've got the ability to still get decent defense even with a... Wait, what side of the mech is undamaged? It's the right side. So one side is the... Okay, right over here.
Move order received.
Tank it up. Just with the AC, because we're having heat problems. Oh no, we missed.
No luck.
Even though it looked like it was a hit. Okay. We're just shuffling around. What's he doing? Oh. Okay.
Standing by.
Looks like we gotta continue trying to pick these guys off. Let's bring the large lasers in. We might be able to get this guy.
Strike.
Nope. We're not hitting the center torso.
That's a hit.
Notice they're not firing their missiles. They're having heat problems as well. So we're going to take the LRM 10 off. We're just firing the LRM 20s now, but that's fine. Even with us taking the LRM 10s off, we're still launching more missiles than the Trebuchet. Since his heat is so high, I think I am going to go in and not guard. I think I'm just going to start shooting at this guy.
Engaging target.
Good to go.
I do have a shot here. What's the accuracy? Is not great. Maybe I'll sprint. I do get +4 evasion, so that's not too bad. No defense, but +4 evasion, which is workable. Let's see what the Griffin does. This is the last stand of their forces. He chose not to attack. Accuracy is pretty low on this attack, so let's just continue reserving down.
Bye.
Is he throwing the right? Is he throwing the white flag? Well, let me tell you, Fox has no mercy.
Engaging target.
Good to go. Ready for orders.
Can I get a little closer to maybe get in range? Nope.
Roger that.
Have some missiles.
Commander.
And we're going to shoot the large lasers because the accuracy is a lot better there. Great shooting. Hits with both of them. Despite the distance.
Solid connection on that one.
Okay, what's the Griffin do? Go for a melee attack. Ow. What a jerk.
Warning. Armor low.
Commander,
Why, that leaves his back exposed.
affirmative.
Hey, let me tell you something. You do not want to get shot in the back with an autocannon 20. That is, that's something that should be very low on the list of things you want to occur. Don't know what I hit.
Hit him hard.
I hit something important, obviously.
Hostile eliminated.
All right, we got him. So yeah, that was a horde of medium mechs. Lots of those, you know, Griffin, Shadowhawk, Wolverine. Just very heavily armored mechs for medium mechs. For some reason, the medium mechs they chose in this game, they're just very heavily armored medium mechs, like 700 armor or so. It's a lot to go through. However, in return for that, their defenses aren't too impressive. Take the Cicada, since we can finish that mech. Oh, that's a really good PPC with 30 stability damage. That's a PPC that we might actually use, because that's like a really high quality one. This is a better LRM 10. You can tell by the amount of pluses, plus 50% crit. We'll take it. We could slap it on the Stalker, since it's currently using LRM 10s. I forgot to look at how our pilots did. Either way, though, it was a pretty good battle. Like, we didn't have, like, too much damage. Let's see what the repair bills are.
Unit is back online.
Punchback might need a little bit of work. Not too bad. 21,600 C-bills over 2 days. That's perfectly fine. We don't want the Cicada. I think this mech stinks. It's a lot better in the piloted game where you actually play from the cockpit view, but it stinks in BattleTech. I hear it's a lot better in the tabletop as well. I've never used it, though. So there you go. You got to see the Stalker in action. One of the... I would say it is the best missile-focused mech. Once again, doesn't have to be a dedicated missile mech. There are other ways to build it. You do have the... In fact, let's look at its default weaponry. Stock weaponry is... Looks like it has 2 large lasers, 4 medium lasers, 2 SRM-6s, and 2 LRM-10s. So it's got like a little bit of everything, but a lot of high firepower in close range. About when, you know, once those SRM-6s are in range, you can fire the medium lasers, 4 of the medium lasers, the SRMs, the large laser. I don't know if that would be able to... It probably wouldn't be able to handle the heat, though. That's a ton of heat there. But instead of building it that way, we've built it into a full missile boat. Doesn't even have any other support weapons. And, yeah. Pretty good, though. A high-level mission, though, we should be able to spend some points. Go ahead and do that real quick.
Good to go.
Earned a bunch of points. Let's get that skill right away. And also boost the accuracy a bit.
Training confirmed, Commander.
And same over here. Let's see if we can get this skill as soon as possible, because that's such an important skill. Bump up the accuracy a bit.
Mech warrior training.
So congratulations, Orestes. And I'm pretty sure it's Caleb, also known as Flowey. We could also just rename him into Little Mac. I was thinking about naming him Lil Mac. But, you know, we'll see. Names can be subject to change. So tell me what you think. What did you think about the new Stalker battle mech? And what about fighting a horde of medium mechs? It's annoying to have to go through so much armor. It's possible to have to fight a horde of heavy mechs as well, but we have to go way deeper in the game. That's going to be like a 4-skull, 5-skull kind of thing, not a 3-skull mission. But overall, we're doing pretty good. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next episode. I think I'll do another mission, because I like to have 2 episodes in a row to do the story missions, but we are very close to... we're very close to doing the next story mission. At any rate, that's the end of this episode. Like this video, subscribe for future BattleTech content. And of course, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.